magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday, man.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. For the Ravens, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
From the 44, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Running right through him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over the first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense in the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Lance now on 1st down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Here we go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
And that's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Up and good for Santoso.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Real quick.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Lance. He's able to find Melton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waiting moments of quarter number 2. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Up and good for Santoso.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burke.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're starting to challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that will take us to fourth down.
Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
Up and good for Santoso.
And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's the option play now to the left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Lance.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Charlie Warner,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll try to run it here. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a one-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch, remains at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Go.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Ready up.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Ryan Santoso now in a high-pressure spot.
This to make it a 2-score game.
Up and good for Santoso. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now Lance.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Throwing, Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman, it's complete.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And it's the 49ers. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.